Any news on Sunday's demonetization? No, I have not seen anything other than the Twitter update. I will say that I think it's really funny. We're gonna take a minute to be haters, guys. Hang on 1 second. Let me get this tweet up. So everybody knows Wick TV, aka the Fang of Zion. Where is this tweet? Because I found out about Sunday getting demonetized because of Wick's tweet, which is just a terrible way to learn things in any way, right? Just terrible that I have to be exposed to Wick's inner monologue at any point of any period of any day. It's very distressing to me. But he had posted, it's this right here, and he had the same take. You guys know Jake Shield. Jake Shield is like a former MMA guy. He had a Twitter account. His Twitter account got demonetized as well. He just lost his blue check mark, but he still has an account on Twitter. I still see his tweets like every single fucking day. So Wick says, Sunday is a scumbag and deserves nothing but scorn, but censorship like this is never okay. Remonetize him. And for whatever reason, there are people that are just like so stupid that they can't understand the difference between like deplatforming versus like revenue for content provided on a platform, right? Like it is not demonetizing to have it's not deplatforming to have your content demonetized. It would be deplatforming to ban you off of, a platform. And even then you can say like, you agree to terms of service when you decide to sign up for a website, right? So I sign up for twitter.com. Within the terms of service, it's like you can't post illegal shit, you can't threaten to hurt people, you can't, post sensitive information, you can't post this, that, or the other thing. And you say, I agree. And then you go on the website. And then when you post all this shit, you become a liability for the website. The website could say, we don't want to host this content. We don't want the liability for this kind of content. They ban you. You could argue that's censorship, I'm being censored by big whatever but it's a private platform. It's like I can go into Burger King and I can go with my shirt on and get service, or I can take my shirt off, go into Burger King, and they're like, we're not going to serve you. And then I could say censorship or whatever, but it's like I broke the rules of the private establishment that can choose to provide services to me or not. That's like the way that private platforms work, right? Twitter is a private platform. They can kick you off for pretty much any reason they want to. It's their platform. Whether you agree with that or not, that's debatable. What's not debatable is that monetizing content is not censorship, because you can still post on YouTube. You just don't get paid for it. And getting paid for it is a privilege, right? That's not a right, that's a privilege. You could argue, if you want to argue the censorship route, that it is a right to be able to voice your opinions, okay? Let's just pretend that terms of service don't exist for whatever reason, okay? You have a right to voice your opinion, okay? Getting paid for your opinion, to post your opinion, is a privilege. It is not censorship to not get paid to post content. That's not what censorship is. Do I think that President Sunday should be demonetized? No. Do I think that it's censorship, quote unquote, that he has been demonetized? No. If he got booted off the platform for no reason, I would say, yeah, absolutely. But just being demonetized means we are not going to pay you to host this kind of content. Which, and basically on YouTube, that just translates to, we can't put advertisements on your content. That's basically what that amounts to, right? Like if you do fucking porn reviews on YouTube, you're probably not going to be monetized because they can't put it's not advertisement friendly. I don't agree that that President Sunday's content itself is worthy of being demonetized. I disagree with that. I think that's stupid. I think it's up. I don't think that he did anything to deserve being demonetized. But this argument specifically is it's censorship to be demonetized is fucking stupid. Wick has as many teeth as he does brain cells, apparently, which is a surprisingly low number if you really think about it. A surprisingly a low number. Cardposting made a post on YouTube. I imagine it's in his community tab, yes. Also, guys, Cardposting has been live streaming and I've been missing it. It's because he's, in the Upside Down. Ooh, okay, the girls are fighting. Let's look at this. The girls are fighting. Let's okay. Should I read this I'm going to read this in an accent. And I'm only accepting positive feedback. He does. He streams every once in a while. Every once in a while he'll stream. I love Cardposting. Okay, I'm going to read this in his accent, okay? So, I'm not taking constructive criticism at this time, so you're just going to... Compliments only, okay? President Sunday just announced... Nope, I can't do it. Just announced this... I'm so embarrassed now. I'm so shy. Just announced that his channel has been unexpectedly demonetized. He has my condolences, especially if he can't appeal it or have it overturned. But at the risk of sounding like a bad guy, this doesn't seem like something the rest of us should really care about. Okay, Cardposting, tell me more. Just on the face of it, he's still got 21.5k loyal fans. He's still got a Patreon. He's still got plenty of other platforms that he can stream on or upload to. And surely he can still take independent donations through PayPal or similar. He's still got plenty of ways to make money from his cushy internet content creator job, even if YouTube ad quenches never come back. So one thing that I will say here is that streaming ad revenue is the best because you're getting a lot more money when you stream because people are like actually donating and buying memberships. That's where most of that comes from, and you make a lot more money that way than just on AdSense alone. Secondly, I know that President Sunday does actually make a decent amount of money on Patreon. I know that he does like requests for his like his video essays and shit like that. So I know that he makes a decent amount of money on that. So he does have other options for income. And I will say that if he did decide to stream on Kick, he would make a lot more money as well because they have a better revenue split. And it's not like, people are just going to fuck off. They would just follow him to a different platform. At least I would say a decent amount of them would because he does have a pretty loyal fan base. But I still think the point is that President Sunday didn't deserve to get demonetized. Like, I certainly am not a fan of President Sunday. No love in my heart for the man. But I don't think that he, I can't think of a reason why he deserved to be demonetized, to be completely honest with you. Like, I would be curious to see what part of TOS he specifically broke or what in his content is worthy of being demonetized. I would want an example of that, right? I'm just kind of curious about that. So, okay. Theoretically, even if Sunday had no way of making money online ever again, and he had to get a, quote, real job, that still wouldn't be anything to cry about. That's actually what most people do, have real jobs to earn money. You guys didn't know that I could do an Australian accent, did you? You didn't know. You didn't know that I have many talents. Wow, how fun. I like Sunday's content. Oh, excuse me, I missed a part here, sorry. To be expected to sympathize for a YouTuber who loses their monetization, I think he means monetization here, feels like me asking for someone to feel sympathy for someone whose mansion partially burns down. Why should I cry for them when even after all their, quote, big loss, they still have more than me? This isn't really hitting for me because even if President Sunday is mogging, say that President Sunday is making like a fuck ton of money streaming on YouTube alone, but it's going to be like a combination of revenue, right? Let's just pretend that that's true. I can still be like, that sucks because like people being able to create content full time is actually really fucking cool. And I think that's what a lot of people want to do, right? Is they want to be able to make content full time. Like that's the dream, right? That is the dream, to not have to work like a normal job. That's the dream. And it sucks that he has been like on the grind for a while, and he just now got to a place where he was able to stream full time, which is awesome. That's really cool. Whether you agree with him or not, or whether you like him or not, that's still really cool. It's nice to see people be able to like achieve what they want to achieve in life. I think that's cool, and I think that's good. And again, he didn't deserve to be demonetized. If he uploaded a video that was like a 10-minute video of him just screaming the N-word, I would be like, yeah, okay, obviously you got demonetized. But point to me what he did that was deserving of that. Like, more so, it's like he didn't deserve it. I don't think that anybody would feel bad if he did something that very clearly violated TOS. I don't think anybody would feel bad. Or anybody would be like, that sucks, I'm sorry. But he didn't do anything. That's half of the problem, right? That's half of the problem. I'm hearing rumors that Philosophy Tube's fans were false reporting his stuff, but I haven't seen evidence of this. The other rumor is also that it was Destiny because of the hit piece or Destiny's community. Obviously, nobody can verify any of this, but he did go for Philosophy Tube and he did go for Destiny, so it could be a combination of things. But either way, it's like, it's fucked because he didn't do anything. It's fucked up, right? It's pretty fucked up in general. So, again, feel how you want about President Sunday, but it is fucked up that he got demonetized because he truthfully didn't fucking do anything, right? Okay. I like Sunday's content, and he seems like a talented and nice enough guy from what we've seen of him. But with all due respect, I would have to recommend Sunday either 1. Call it quits on the online content here, feeling a sense of gratitude for the fun he's had and the money that he's made up until this point, and he can thank his audience for sticking with him this far, and possibly seek out similarly cushy white-collar job in the real world with his qualifications. Or he can keep doing YouTube and or other online platforms, but for the love of making content, not for the expectation that someone should be paid a full salary for making videos. Personally, I just hope whatever way forward he chooses, Sunday keeps his head up and remains positive. I mean, he's still got his fans and presumably still enjoys making videos, and it seems like he's got a nice place to live. He's personable, so presumably he has a good social life, and he's got the benefit of living in a first world country. So looking at the big picture, it seems like everything should be fine for Sunday, and sincerely I hope it will be for him. But someone in that sort of position of socioeconomic privilege, losing some of their income they get for doing undergraduate level poli-sci and drama streams from the comfort of their home is not something I feel any sort of inclination to feel sad about. It's more like you didn't do anything and you get punished. That's more so what I feel bad about, right? That's what I more so feel bad about, is that like he didn't do anything to lose that. Like he really didn't. He really didn't. And if you can show me that he did, then I'll take back my comment. But he didn't do anything to violate TOS to the extent where he should be demonetized, and that's where it's fucked up. I think it's pretty simple. I think that we're having a little touch of the tism right here. We might be having a touch of the tism, but let's see some of these comments. Apparently the girls are fighting, okay? Okay, so President Sunday is here. Okay, President Sunday. Let's do my present. Do you, like, not pay bills or something? Let me explain some basic economics for you. I am currently, I am in my current housing based on established income patterns in a job market that is plummeting and is about to plummet further, you know, with all the stuff that's happening with our biggest trading partner right now. I literally couldn't work at McDonald's even if I wanted to. Additionally, I have editors who rely on the money that I give them to meet basic expenses. Not everyone is just in it for the joy of calling Queeman a pedophile. There are actually consequences for myself and others if my income just vanishes.
Hela Vitrum donatet $2 truc super chat. Calvin Tara? You're an Aussie.
Thank you for the $2. Yes, I am an Aussie. Yes, I am. How'd you know? That's crazy. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of deep Malcolm lore. My favorite thing to do when I was a youngin', when I would play Call of Duty online, I loved to do accents in the voice lobbies. You know what I mean? I just loved it. I loved doing accents in the voice lobbies. I thought it was fun. I thought it was kind of fun. Oh, right here. My cable management is dog shit. Sorry, that was scaring me. But yeah, I used to do accents all the time when I would play PlayStation Online. I would always do a different silly accent depending on what lobby I was in. I thought it was fun. It was just kind of fun. Well, yeah, because you're a woman. Hella, you can't be a woman and have a microphone on Call of Duty. That's like the cardinal rule for being a woman that plays video games. I did not do problematic Indian accents. Don't say that. Do not accuse me of lies. No slander allowed. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Everybody calm down, okay? I wasn't doing racist accents. Back to this, okay? Sorry. So again, like, this is true. Like, I don't know how it is in Australia, how it is in the Down Under. But like, if you're renting a place, you have to be able to demonstrate that you can afford it. So you have to like show your income to be able to afford it, right? That's typically how it works in the West anyway. So, and yeah, like, some people, like, what is the phrase? Find what you love and never work a day in your life, right? You can love doing something, but also want to get paid for it. Like, would Cardposting say that somebody that knits or crochets or like cross stitches or like makes shit and sells it on Etsy, that we should cry when people get their Etsy shops like fucking banned for some stupid fucking reason? They have a job. They have other means. They should want to cross stitch for the love of cross stitching. Why would you not want to monetize something that you enjoy and something that you're good at? Obviously, President Sunday is good at what he does, right? He's able to do it full time. Good is obviously subjective, right? Maybe you like his content, maybe you don't. But he's obviously good enough to do it where he's making enough money that he doesn't have to work. He makes a living off of making content, right? Which is really cool. So again, I'll ask the question, right? Like, if you have a hobby that you really like and you're good at it and you can make money off of it, would you cry if you lost that? That's like the whole point, right? That's like the whole point, right? Like, you do something, you love it, you can make money doing what you love. That's awesome. I truthfully don't understand where Cardposting, and Cardposting just kind of sounds like a hater right now. Malcolm, who was in Paris? Napoleon. What other accents can you do? I can do Russian, I can do Irish, I can do Scottish, I can do British. I can do white accents. That's the question that you're asking. I do white accents, okay? Write that down. Okay, let's continue. Wait, why did this, like, collide? Wait, what the hell? Okay, sorry. Dumpster Fire says, President Sunday, wow, imagine being so unemployable, even McDonald's won't hire you. I mean, true. Dumpster Fire or President Sunday says, at dumpsterfire5198, you laugh. It's dire here. Grocery clerk jobs are getting swamped with applications. Nobody can find work. For the record, looking for supplementary work has been my first move. I'm not a moron. I had no way to know I'd get this kind of support. And it's true. The job market right now in the West fucking blows. This is very true. This is very true. Very true. Here's in chat. Esoteric activist says, why do you have editors? Fair question. If you're doing content full time, you should be able to edit your own shit. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Okay, nobody get mad at me. But like, I mean, if you pretend hypothetically, you don't have a job, you make content full time, you stream for 4 or 5 hours a day. What do you do with the rest of your day? Edit your shit. Especially if you're live streaming and you're just chopping up segments, that shouldn't be difficult at all. I can do a segment like a segment in an hour. And I do, like the first listen to it on like 4 times speed. The first like 10 minutes, you just chop out any bad words, listen for funny bits, clip them out, put them at the beginning as like a teaser, and then slap it together and upload it. Like if that is your full-time job, pretending that streaming is your full-time job, say you stream 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, those additional 2 hours a day should just go to editing your stuff. Just a thought. Obviously, there's some, like, if you want, like, something bougie done, like, if you want, so when he did the Destiny video and he had Kilo edit it, obviously, Kilo is a very talented video editor. I would say, like, sure, you could pay somebody money to do that. That makes sense to me, right? All right. President Sunday says, where do you think I'm posting from? Dumpster Fire says, Tim Hortons you just applied at? Okay, kind of fire. That was a good one. Okay, so our King Cardposting comes back and says, sorry, but the idea that anyone is owed on an online media career that lasts forever is laughable. And regardless of whatever your country's economy is doing right now, you can't expect that anyone should feel sympathy because you were knocked down from your position of relative luxury to the same normal folks are already at. I wonder how much Cardposting thinks that President Sunday makes. I wonder if Cardposting just has like a really fucked up metric of like how much money you actually make from streaming. Because I mean, I could look on like what's the website, Social Blade, but that's not really accurate, right? That because it doesn't take into account like super chats and shit like that. And then obviously if he has a Patreon and people donating directly, he has merch as well, all that other shit. I mean, he could be making anywhere from double, triple, quadruple what's listed on Social Blade. It just depends. But like, I wonder how much he thinks that he makes. Does he think that he's making like like 10K plus a month? Probably not. He might, but I would highly doubt that President Sunday is making more than $10,000 a month personally. But I could be wrong. But either way, I would consider that to be luxury. I would say making like 10 grand a month would be luxury. I would say in order to stream full time, in order for me to quit, any kind of other work, like only do streaming, I would have to make consistently probably at least 8 grand a month. Probably at least 8 grand a month. That's a pipe dream. Maybe in another life. Maybe, who knows? All things are possible through Christ who compels us. Write that down. It's possible, but I would say like comfortably, if I was willing to like put all of my time into streaming, nothing else, just streaming, I'd say I'd have to make 8 grand a month consistently. I'd say for like 4 months, 8 grand a month, and then that would be realistic. I don't know what President Sunday's financial situation is like. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less. I'm not sure. But I don't think that he's making like an exorbitant amount of money, right? Like he's not making like fucking bank streaming, but he also is like comfortable enough that he's able to do this full time, which maybe he has roommates. I don't know his situation, but I think that Cardposting might be kind of overestimating how much fucking money that he's making. I think that might be possible. I think that's kind of where we're looking at this from. Also, speaking of merch, you guys, down below, I have my merch listed. Beautiful sweatshirts, beautiful stickers, beautiful patches, and beautiful t-shirts, okay? All of them hand designed by not me because I'm not an artist, but all of them, the image put on the sweatshirt digitally for you, okay? So feel free to check those out, okay? And also like the stream while you're down there looking at my links, while you're down there searching. The Discord's down there, my Twitter is down there, Twitch is down there, Kick is down there, okay? While you're down there looking at all that stuff, make sure to hit the like, okay? Because that's free. Thank you. Okay. Cardposting continues. No one is saying that you should be left destitute and lying in the gutter, but hopefully you'll have saved up enough over the time that you've been fruitful doing YouTube that it can tide you over until you find something else. At the end of the day, making YouTube videos is a hobby. It's not something you can reasonably expect will financially sustain someone, especially if you're not racking up expenses paying people to help you make videos. I mean, fair. I mean, there is kind of, an expectation that you have to be responsible. Right? You have to be responsible. But again, he was like, there was no reason for him to lose his monetization, and there was no way that he could predict that, right? Like, he probably thought everything was cool. So, I don't know. It's kind of hard to have that foresight, I suppose. President Sunday says, nobody said anything about being owed an online career. You're responding to your own imagination. As to content creation being a hobby and not a career, what an asinine statement. If I do something for the purpose of income, it brings that income, and I build my material existence around it, and I employ people, then that is my job. Nobody is demanding your sympathy. This post is simply out of touch and screams resentment. I mean, yeah, I would say so. And then this person says, dumpster fire, holy base, and then a cute little emoji. President Sunday from Cardposting. Firstly, you are implicitly saying that you ought to have an online media career. You're treating this demonetization like it's a horrible tragedy. You're desperately asking to people to save you from the consequences of by bailing you out through Patreon and so on. Your foundational premise is that you making videos and being comfortably what is this word, guys? Help me. What's this word? Help me. I can't read. Somebody tell me. What is this word? What's this? What's that? What is that word? Help me. I'm stupid. Help me. I can't read. What is that? Is this an Australian word? I'm going to feel so dumb when you guys tell me what this is. Let's put it in Google. What is this? Remunerated? What is this? Remunerated. To pay someone for their work. Why don't you just fucking say that, Cardposting, you pretentious dipshit? Okay, how do we say it?
Remunerate.
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 Remunerate. Okay. Jesus Christ, why couldn't he just say compensated? Why couldn't he just say compensated? I didn't like that. I don't like that. Now I feel stupid. Okay. Anyway, okay, so, I mean, Cardposting isn't wrong, right? Like, you probably shouldn't base your entire income unless you're like you're making like a shit ton of money streaming. Even then, it's a volatile job market. But what vocation is ever set in stone? I mean, fair. Yeah, let's see a few more replies. Max says, better start putting out those grocery clerk applications then. Nothing lasts forever. Have some respect and hit that job market like anybody else would. Chad Alpha 7983 says, still not a quote right to have a petite bourgeois job like a minor e-celeb. It's petite bourgeois to make YouTube video essays. That's petite bourgeois. Really interesting. I think we're kind of embellishing that definition, don't you think? Esoteric Chauvinist says, I'm sorry, but with 20k subs, 100 live viewers on your streams, and only one video with over 100k views, treating this like anything more than a hobby, and hiring people is straight up delusional. Possible, okay? I mean, it's very possible, but again, if he's able to finance and budget it, like, that's okay. And then President Sunday says, I'm sorry, how am I implicitly saying that I ought to have an online media career? You're actually just making things up as you go, aren't you? You can bait somebody else, good luck. And, I mean, to be fair, President Sunday is like, that his career is creating online content, right? So it's not saying that he's entitled to it, but that's what he's doing, I guess you could say, but... And then President Sunday says, at Chad Alpha 7983. Literally nobody said you owed anyone anything. You guys seem to have some kind of complex about my channel. That's very weird. Dumpster Fire 5198 says, I feel like this could have been solved a long time ago if you just made entertaining content. Okay, Dumpster Fire. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I think that the problem here is that President Sunday didn't do anything to warrant demonetization, and I don't think that he's acting entitled to this being his career, right? I don't think that he feels entitled to that. If anything, I would say that he feels like actually pretty grateful, right? As would I. Like, I do not feel entitled to any of your guys' money, and I hope that you guys don't feel like I act that way, because I don't. Like, you guys give me money if you feel like it. I'm not like in your house holding a gun to your head saying, give me your money, or maybe I am, who knows? But you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that he acts like that. And if anything, I would just say that it's like pretty significantly fucked up that he got clapped for like no reason. Like there was no expectation that he was going to be losing this anytime soon. So I don't know. I think that card posting is being kind of cringe and gay right now. Kind of cringe and gay, which is really disappointing because you guys know how much I love card posting. I'm so sad because I expected more from my king card posting.